So today we're going to talk about what you should look for when considering an EHR. An EHR is an electronic health record. It's something like SimplePractice or therapy notes. It's where you take notes. If you want to know more about what an EHR is, check out this video that I made a while back. All right, so today I'm in a bit of a rush, but I still wanted to get this video done, so we're going to make this a quick one. I'm going to try to get through this one in less than 3 minutes. Let's see if I can do it. All right, so one of the first things you want to look for is good customer support. A lot of different tech companies or softwares, they have support that's just not that great. You send an email and it says, hey, in 2 days we'll respond to you. You want support from an EHR that is quick. Like, can they do instant messaging? Do they respond to emails within 24 hours? Better yet, do they have a phone number? So many businesses now don't have phone numbers. Do you know how bad I just want to call someone sometimes and talk to someone? So if an EHR has a phone number, that's huge. But at the end of the day, look for responsive customer support and don't just take their word for it. Read the reviews and look at other people's experiences with customer support. Next, you want to make sure that your EHR has a HIPAA compliant method of communication, or is at least going to offer this at some point in the near future. Now, I'm in the state of New York, and one thing we have to provide to clients is a HIPAA compliant form of communication, whether that be an email, whether that be some sort of service where they can message you and send you documents in a HIPAA compliant way. We need to offer that. Now, there are companies that do HIPAA compliant email or other HIPAA compliant communication services, but if you can get this built into your EHR, you'll save yourself some money because it will all come in that package. And it also just makes things a little bit more seamless. Similarly to that, look for an EHR that has a client portal. Now, client portals are used for a variety of things, so you can do online scheduling and things like that. But one of the main things you want to check for is whether or not you can send documents back and forth to a client, right? So there's going to be times where you have to send homework to a client, or a client has to send you medical records, and you want this to be HIPAA compliant. You want to make sure your EHR has an integrated telehealth service. I know you can use Zoom and all other sorts of services like that. But in my opinion, having as much stuff consolidated to one program makes things easier, not just for you as the therapist, but also for the client. And just to clarify, when I talk about integrated telehealth, I mean the ability to have a virtual session. So like a video audio kind of platform. The next thing you want to make sure is that your EHR integrates with insurance. And by this, I mean, are you able to submit claims and process insurance through your EHR? Now, using SimplePractice as an example, if I am going to be billing a client's insurance, SimplePractice makes it very easy. So the client uploads a picture of their insurance card or their insurance information. And then after each and every appointment, I'm able to submit claims using the EHR. I don't have to go out into the Aetna portal or the Cigna portal. I can do everything through SimplePractice. And then when payments are received, it all gets sent into SimplePractice and updates in the calendar. Makes things super seamless. Make sure that your EHR has the ability to customize notes and forms. Now, this is a big one. You don't want to be stuck with just standard templates or having to upload documents into your EHR. You want to make sure that in your side of your EHR, you can edit your individual note templates, you can edit treatment plan templates, you can edit your intake packet. You also want to make sure that your EHR allows for all the electronic signatures that you need. Now, I ran into this issue a while back with SimplePractice. Thankfully, they fixed it. They allowed for electronic signatures on my intake packet and a couple other documents, but I was not able to get a client's signature on a treatment plan, which requires a signature. There was this workaround and it was a hassle. I had to download and upload. It wasn't helpful. Thankfully, they finally fixed it. But make sure that your EHR allows electronic signatures from both you as the provider and the client on all the documents that require signatures. And finally, make sure that your EHR allows you to access and customize all sorts of notes and forms. Now, I'm not talking about customization, which I talked about a second ago. I'm talking about the ability to use things like screeners and scales and different templates. Make sure that your EHR allows for you to have access to all sorts of things that you might need. Maybe you're a psychologist who does testing. Can you upload all of the tests into your EHR? Maybe you're someone who does the PHQ-9 or GAD-7. Does your EHR allow for that? Are you allowed to upload your own templates if you need to? Make sure your EHR can do all sorts of other things, screeners, scales, tests, those kinds of things as well. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, a lot of these EHRs, these software companies, they're very open to client feedback. So if you see something that you really like, but they're missing a feature, reach out to them and ask and say, hey, is this in the queue for development? One thing I've noticed is that these EHRs start off fairly bare bones but then really quickly they start to roll out these different things that you might need, and that might help you make your decision. If you thought this video was helpful and you want to dive deeper into topics like this, consider joining my consultation group. This is a totally online community. It is essentially a place where you can interact with me directly. You can ask me questions, you can ask me to make videos, you can ask for webinars, and I will respond back personally. So every question and request that comes through, it's my way of trying to provide one-on-one business coaching without the exorbitant cost. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. Well, it looks like we're over 3 minutes. I did my best. I know I tend to talk a lot, but hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this is helpful for you. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you soon.